Looking at the opening hand, fairly solid opening hand for BlackRoseDragon.
Jackshainy keeps an interesting hand. They could have mulligan. We'll see if it actually goes in their favor. And doing a play I'm very familiar with, going with the Dynamo and using the diagonal space for Marigold.
Marigold, Gnarly Eddy, those are commonly played cards on this map just because of how they're able to loop around that starting block if you play diagonally to it. But playing diagonally is a bit of a risk because it makes it easier for your opponent to get around any sort of space you have, though BlackRoseDragon doesn't look like they're going to have that opportunity, and Jack is going to get that incline tri-stringer straight through, winning the clash with the Mudmouth, taking up a lot of space.
And also potentially denying that special point below for BlackRose. Turn 3, seems like Jackshainy is gonna set up
a very impressive wall.
That actually disrupts BlackRose combo setup with the starting block. And Jackshainy is thinking of either trying to approach from above with Marigold, or actually maybe use someone with the starting position.
So BlackRoseDragon will be playing around the starting block with the captain. No special point gained this turn, but we're going to see now. It's going to get kind of close. There's going to be a lot of clashes in these coming turns, I feel, as players are going to be trying to go for the remaining open spots to play their largest cards.
Fortunately, Jackshainy has to use a 3-12 here because they really don't have good choices. The other choice is a what is it? It's a Prime Slaughter, and that is not going to be good enough for this turn now.
So we've seen the Maws at the top from BlackRoseDragon, now going through playing Splat Dualies. It's the only card really available to them this turn. I'm looking at the area that Jackshainy has blocked off. Curious to see if we're going to see a Splash Mob there in the future. I'm assuming he doesn't have it drawn.
No,
otherwise it would have been played already.
Instead of a Prime Slaughter, and all here, the only card that Jackshainy can play is Sand Attack. A really good combo card, but in this situation, you'd rather have that Splash Mob set up. I believe they didn't play it from the top still. So they're going to set up for the double special points with the incline.
BlackRoseDragon with not many options either. The Splatana Wiper Deco and the Suction Bomb, both really small cost cards, but they might actually end up being the only cards that can be played in the deck right now.
Well, Jackshainy is actually considering maybe going for the screen. But I don't think it's a good idea. Screen is excellent 3-12, and using it early means that BlackRose to punish it later with a special bat.
Yeah, we'll see the Suction Bomb that BlackRoseDragon wasn't able to use in the Mudmouth. Still able to find a spot for it to get its special point, but only one special point activation. It's not really what you're looking for. BlackRoseDragon now with a completely dead hand. No options to play, and nothing in the deck that can be played apart from special attacks.
Well, meanwhile, Jackshainy actually finally got their hands on Splash Mob, and they're going to set up for a double on the right.
And so, yeah, there's that Splash Mob, bringing him up to 6 special points now. Only 2 points behind, but 3 special points ahead, and that is going to be really, really devastating going into these final 3 turns. Just because of how...
It means that they're considering going for one of the divine petals. Like, they're going either normally adding... They're even thinking Shiver here. At the cost of giving the special point to push it down.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you have that many special points and you're about even in terms of turf, you want to take that lead and sort of put the pressure on your opponent to figure out some way to take back the lead, get more special points. So it'll be interesting to see how Jack manages the special point advantage.
Oh, but they're running out of time though.
1 second. And it will end up special.
Unfortunately, it's only 1 special point, so they will have to pass unless they have a card they can put down.
Now at this point, BlackRoseDragon has a potential spot to be able to do a double special attack. It would be with a splatter shot. But BlackRoseDragon would need to find a spot to activate the splatter shot special point, as well as another unactivated special point of their own. They have options for it.
Yeah,
They have options.
One at the bottom, like that could be actually a good way.
With the captain, there's potentially near the middle of the board where all the special points are. Only 10 seconds left. Is gonna have to find a spot quickly. There's the special attack. Jack has to pass this turn, and we are going to go into a very close endgame. BlackRoseDragon with a little bit of a lead, 2 specials to choose from. Oh, and it's over. It is over. Jackshainy, having to play the Ink Storm earlier, is going to come back to bite him because Rose has the Ink Storm as well.
See, but that seems that was enough. More like
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 5-point lead back for Black Rose. Excellent combat with Ink Storm.
Indeed. The Gnarly Eddie special from Jack probably wasn't the best play. I know he was running a bit low on time, but having to play it and not really take advantage of the special points gained from it, that really, really cost him in the end.
Okay, next we're moving up to Thunder Point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're swapping? Okay.
Looking at BlackRoseDragon, starting off with a nice hand of Pearl here. 2 special attacks, though, is really not what you want to see right now. Having to go into this hand. Custom E-Leader 4K is going to be reaching into the side. That's kind of one of the things you have to know about Thunderpoint, is that you can't really allow yourself to get cut off in the early game, especially with that sort of break in the middle. If that you get completely walled off from that, it could be over. So many times you're going to see people play aggressively turn 2, then passively turn 3, just to make sure that they have options available. And that's what we see BlackRoseDragon doing right now. Jack running out of time, playing the Fry defensively. It will work out, but as for how well it'll work out, that remains to be seen. BlackRoseDragon does have quite a few cards that can be played, especially in a very defensive position here, knowing that Jack can use potentially a longer card like Charger, or say maybe similar to the E-Leader that BlackRoseDragon just played. I don't think cards like Heavy Splatling are available right now, but yeah, we're going to see Rapid Blaster. It's not far enough to reach there and be able to break through, and so now BlackRoseDragon is going to go start building up the base combo.
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
We can see why the Pearl was played the way it was. It's very interesting leaving a gap on the right side of Thunderpoint when you start. A lot of people don't really do that, so it's pretty interesting to see, though this is a rather unfortunate hand we see right now. Not having any cards to play. There's Splash Mob that's just not there. Jack is going to be using a checkerboard deck, similar to what I saw him use when I played against him.
Wow, Black Rose ended up getting the deal, though, and now I can come on the bottom side of the board.
Yeah. BlackRoseDragon is blocked off enough of the board so they can be pretty sure that they're going to be able to build up their base combos. Jack only has 2 special points, not really enough for a special attack. Now the special attack option is on the table, but it's not really a concern. I mean, at most you're going to be, missing Splash Mob, which you have 2 spots to play in anyway, so it's not really that big of a deal. BlackRoseDragon is also up 2 special points and 1 turf point, so it's pretty good. It's looking pretty good right now.
They're doing combo very well with Sprinkler there to get points, so might be a situation they have to pass, thinking of which one to throw away. They still have what is it? Tentatic available to play, but we'll see.
We're gonna have to see how and if BlackRoseDragon is able to get that splash mob. It's currently waiting right now. You can see the special spot on the right side, and kind of as a preparation for it. That was played all the way back on turn 1 with Pearl. Hopefully it doesn't get interrupted. Even if it does, though, there are other places to play it on the board, specifically the left side. So it's just a matter of drawing it now, which... So...
Yeah, good luck with that. Jackshainy, how about time, though?
Yeah.
And, oh, they were thinking about special.
Very interesting special attack, giving a point to BlackRoseDragon. BlackRoseDragon is now going to be able to get up to 9 special points, being able to fire off massive special attacks on these final 3 turns.
Considering for a moment to actually use a special here, but it attacks against it and just set up for the combo.
So now we're going to see just the large cards being used. Unfortunately, BlackRoseDragon did throw away some fairly large cards early on when passing, so we're gonna have to see how that affects the options to play right now.
Hey, the last card in the deck is Marina, and now they want to go for Conflict to gain points.
Yeah.
Oh,
and a resignation. Interesting resignation from Jack there. That's not really what I would have... I mean, we don't know Jack's position, but resigning this early, even if your opponent has a lot, you don't know how the game is going to go. But seeing that he may not have a way out, Jack goes and resigns, and he'll be picking the map for the 3rd game.
Oh, really stuff.
Alright.
Okay. Well, I guess we can actually talk a little bit about Splatfest and Grand Festival. How does it feel? Because, oh my god, it's incredible.
Yeah. It's here. It's here. There's a lot of things. Oh, we're already back. I love how Jack says he's going to take a break and then he's back after 5 seconds.
Well,
right.
We got some time here still.
Yeah.
Wow, that I was certainly surprised to also hear a new song from the Squid Sisters. That is something I didn't expect to see today.
Let's see.
Oh.
No. I'm gonna I can fill the air in just a sec. Give me a sec.
Okay.
Yeah. Waiting on BlackRoseDragon to sit down with it. Thinking back to those last few matches, seeing how Jackshainy has gotten down to 1 second left, had to make a hasty play with the, I suppose, the special attack that ends up benefiting the opponent more than it really does to himself. You gotta wonder, like, what's the thought process behind that? Like, you're out of time, you're kind of panicking, and so even if you have to either play a card or pass, and it's like, would passing potentially be a better option there? Especially if you have to do that for the next few turns. So I'm curious to Jack's rationale behind that. We may get to hear that later. As for now, we're going back to Over the Line. Very, very interesting map. It's very unique for the fact that there's so many starting blocks at the start. You can only play on one side of the board. And we're going to see an interesting play from BlackRoseDragon here. Potentially mapping out everywhere that wants to be played. Though most people when they play on over the line, they typically go for, as Jack does now, early special blocks. The 2 special blocks that are on your left side are typically what get played on first. But we don't really see that from BlackRoseDragon. Instead, taking a time to be defensive. I'm curious. So, what are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on playing, not going for special points, and instead just immediately playing defense? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it seems to me like they're gonna focus on comboing first, or at least setting up for the opposite side. They seem like they have a plan in terms of how they're combos, but they're very vulnerable to get attacked right now. If a Tito comes down, that's actually very problematic. I see they
Yes.
have angle shooters to at least set up for one special point, but we will see if face off this if face off.
Yeah, this is the part that worries me. An early special attack on this side is very interesting because I would have expected it to be more to the left, potentially trying to block off the special points. Since BlackRoseDragon isn't playing there, instead try to use them as a way to sort of prevent BlackRoseDragon from ever activating them. If you can get your cards in the way, making it hard to activate the cards or special points there. BlackRoseDragon isn't going to be doing a whole lot with his hand right now, though. And we're gonna see Jack. Yeah, there's the disruption play, being able to sort of split those special points, and BlackRoseDragon just does not have a lot right now. So we're gonna see a special attack with that angle shooter. A personal favorite card of mine, actually. I think it's one of the most unique cards we have, and so I'm a big fan of this card, especially in decks that focus on diagonals. Say for like Oct, you've got Reflux, several of those. So
Yeah, I think the BlackRose also was planning to combo it with Shiver in the position that they were putting it in. That, that's one of the particular reasons why that Battlefy team was so devastating. Simply because it disrupted potential combo, but now it's up to BlackRose to attack.
and that's a very good angle shooter point right there. It allows for Oct to be played. There's not really an opportunity for you to play it on the Octoling. You kind of have to give up that combo and sort of readjust now in order to try to just take advantage of all the space you've just gained.
I think BlackRose could be doing is trying to set up for future plays, and I think in that position, I think both either Blaster or Little Dot could be played here. We'll see if that is how it turns out, though.
Yeah, I do like the position of it right now. Giving yourself a special point, sort of just kind of far away from where you had one before. You don't want to fill your opponent's side with your special points, because you're probably going to be attacking there later. Here is it's actually a very interesting clash. It removes the option to really play Little Judd, but Blaster is still an option that can be played. It's pretty good. It won't activate a special point, but it is just turf that you get, so.
They're gonna still can be playing at the bottom, though, but is it gonna be efficient?
Yeah, it can be played. It won't get any special points, and that's the big thing right now. I don't think BlackRoseDragon has any plays to get special points. Little Judd doesn't have a spot. It's a passing. That's not great.
Oh, that is very rough, actually.
Hero shot is going to be absolutely devastating.
But now we have Slushy Machine play, and they were thinking of 2 plays to put it down. Thankfully, find one that's.
I do like this play more because now it frees a spot for you to special attack with Little Judd at the starting blocks. So that way you're able to get the most sort of bang for your buck in a sense. Play Little Judd to special attack, or potentially even, if you're passing now, you have 4 special points, play Inkjet there as a special attack and get all of those points now that you kind of forfeited early on.
And it seems to be the play here.
And then next turn, BlackRoseDragon will be able to play the Zipcaster. And so, being already a bit ahead, Squeegee not really the most space-taking card. BlackRoseDragon 2 points up.
Oh, that's a 22
Probably.
point gap.
That's
That
22, 23. I don't think we're going to find a 24. There's an exact 24 point there, meaning Jack would need a perfect 312 in order to tie. Not even to win, simply to tie the match here and force a replay on this map. And so we're going to wait while Jack tries to find a spot. He's got 15 seconds left to potentially find a perfect special attack. Both players with the Zipcaster. That is not going to be a perfect 312 for Jackshainy. So BlackRoseDragon will take the set 3-0. Once again, prevailing over Jackshainy and moving on to the losers finals.
and it's gonna be one loser final because next up is BlackRoseDragon, the winner of this round, versus Double Cookies.